Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is Jenga Njero. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show. And you understand the protocol here that any other time we have a man on board, the man must be looking for a woman. In the same way, when we have a woman on board, that woman must be looking for a man. But because today we have a man, I will tell you the kind of woman he is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches. And the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies. So you're not lost. If you're new to the show, kindly subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, and don't forget to follow me on Facebook, because that is exactly where I post the contacts of our guests. Sawa sawa. And guys, our guest today is a 51-year-old man, HIV positive. He has a very interesting story, and I'll tell you why he is not on the show. Leo niko na mapasta wawili. Pia yeye ni mchungaji. But before then, remember this campaign is still on. Guys, when I tell you to buy our books, this is a book I've written. For those of you who are new here, this book is called Go Get It. Go Get It means endea kitu. Sawa sawa. The reason I'm marketing this book is because our show is free of charge. Sawa sawa. Our show is absolutely free of charge. Ask anyone who has come to the show. Everyone we post on our stories. It's a free show. Okay? So the proceeds of this book goes to the show. Either we are driving, we are fueling, to go and get you guests. Okay? Everything, the people we receive in our offices, okay? The internet we use comes from the proceeds of these books. So when I talk to you about getting our books, you can always get a copy. There are people who ask themselves, how can we support the show? Sawa. The one way of supporting the show is by buying a book. This book goes for 1,000 bob. It is delivered anywhere within the country. Na kama uko nje pia unaweza nunulia mtu. Okay? And when I talk about this book, ukwe unajibu hapo chini unaongea kuhusu kitabu. I mean nothing to you guys. See, when I talk about these books, you also talk hapo chini. I want one. And I want a copy. Deliver a copy. You can always get a copy on 0712 997 660. 0712 997 660. Get a copy, read a copy, and let us know the feedback. Sawa. Our guest on today's show is a pastor who is working with one of the churches in Deliverance. Mnajua Deliverance Church, lakini sitaki kusema ni ya wapi. Nitakwambia kwao nyumbani. Na unajua sometimes it is very difficult. It is very difficult to convince watu ati hautawaambukiza. There are these stereotypes. We might see people as learned, ama ufikirie watu wako sijui hawaelewi nini, but there are still stereotypes. Unaona mtu anakudiscriminate against. Mtu akijua tu maybe anamdiscriminate. Our guest on today's show is a 51-year-old man, senior pastor. Sawa. Ni mchungaji na pia ako na virusi. Lakini this has not prevented him from moving on with ministry and things like that. The reason I am not bringing him on the show, you can all understand that being a pastor, there are so many people who look up on you. But just because you contracted a disease does not mean that you will not continue with your call. Sawa. He is also a businessman. But again, he's a single man. Where do you confide? And do you confide with people who are in church? And you see, sometimes when you are negative, it is possible to get a match, maybe in church. But remember, nataka ukumbuke vizuri that being single, watu wake wa church wanajua kwa single, but maybe nobody knows the status. Sawa. Watu hawajui status. Kwa sababu pia status kama HIV, hii ni kitu utaenda ukitangaza jamani. Utaenda ukiambia watu uko hivi na vile. Ni ngumu sana. So what actually happens is that even people who have the virus don't tell the extended family, because they will now start seeing you in another way. And maybe some of them have been discriminated against. Kuna madam nilikuwa nafanya counseling juzi. Alikuwa ameambia, unaona vile una confined na your brother. Na brother yake ni mlevi. Na kitu moja, if you have ever interacted with drunkards, au watu kunywa pombe, sometimes anataka kusema kitu, lakini ndio a blame pombe. anaenda anakunywa, alafu utazisikia akiwa mlevi, oh, sijui ulipata nini, uko wapi, you feel very hurt. And that's exactly what she did. I was doing some counseling to her. We tried to connect her on the show, and it was not easy. So sometimes these people prefer kunyamaza. Hata akiongea, jamani, mtamsaidia aje? Hata akiambia family, unajua mambo ingine huwezi sema hey, this person is not honest, hatuambii hali yake, utamsaidia aje? Yes, he's a pastor, he's HIV positive, but hata akiambia extended family, itamsaidia na nini? These are things that remain personal. Mambo ingine kama magonjwa, ukigonjeka, so long as the disease is not contagious, hautaambukiza mtu mkiongea, mkienda kwa gathering, mkienda kwa family meetings, provided hawatawaambukiza, then it remains, you have a right to privacy. Even your doctor, even the people who have come here, wanatuambia mimi niko hivi na hivi na hivi. If you don't want to be on the show, we cannot bring you on the show. If you don't want your face to be seen on the show, we cannot show your face. You have a right to privacy. Unaona? Hapa pia ni kama kwa daktari. So we protect the privacy. The only reason why this show exists is so that people can give testimonies. Is so that people can see that there is a platform where you can get help without being charged. In fact, when I post his number online, if I post his number or his email, whatever he chooses, then nikiweka hiyo number hapo, one thing you realize is that I don't have control over who will take his number, over who will call him. You get the point? So I have absolutely no say. Mimi yangu ni kutangaza, na achia Mungu kazi yake, ana connect. Sawa sawa. Sasa tuchambue mchungaji sasa. Mchungaji ako 51. You could be asking yourself, why is a 51-year-old man single? And he's a pastor. The pastor got married and then separated. I told you that every other time you want to get married, make sure you marry somebody who can move with your vision. Kuna watu, na mimi nimesikia watu wakisema mimi nataka mchungaji, naweza taka kuolewa na pastor. Mwingine anakuambia mimi hakuna vile naweza olewa na mchungaji. Anakuambia hivyo. You have heard them. You know your likes, your taste and preference. Mwingine hataki mtu wako kwa huduma. Kwa hivyo, our guest on today's show is single because the wife separated and got a visa to Canada. There is a problem when you marry a person who is not your level in terms of finances and in terms of education, social status notwithstanding. Ukioa mtu mwenye, tuseme you are a man, and you marry upwards a woman who is higher than you financially and you don't have the hopes of catching up, hiyo ni shida umejiekelea. The same way, if you marry somebody who is very educated and probably you are a semi-illiterate, I'm not saying the pastor is a semi-illiterate, but yeye alifika form 4. Lakini ukioa mtu mwenye alifika form, wewe ulifika form 4 na madam wako anafanya masters, jamani utashangaa. Women are not created like that. You have to be better in some way. Okay? And the woman got a visa. She's now working in Canada, Toronto. Sasa iko hivi. If you get in touch, he's looking for a woman who is between the ages of 38 and 45. If you are 38 and 45 and they got one kid together, a girl, na huyo msichana ni mkubwa sana. Na pastor alikuwa anasema pia anashuku msichana huenda akawa si wake, because this woman, unaona sometimes ukijiforce kuoa ama kuolewa na mtu haiendangi mbali sana. You realize that mumekosana, kitu imetokea, mumeachana, then you start connecting the dots, the red flags. Unaona kumbe hata mtoto watuko tunafanana nini, but that's now subject to a DNA test, what we call paternity test, because the cases of paternity fraud zimeongezeka sana. Pastor is looking for a woman who can get children for him, a woman who will be 45 and below, 38 that is, usipite 37, na huyu mwanadada pia akuwe na mtoto mmoja. Akizidisha mtoto mmoja, pastor will not be interested, not because of the economic status, but because you also want to get kids. And then it is also good to be honest, even when you are a pastor. He's telling me he wants to, if this woman comes with more than one kid, then he will be learning how to love more than two people at the same time. So he doesn't want that burden. Sawa sawa. So he is looking for a woman mwenye atafanya nini? Mwenye atakuwa tayari kufanya nini? Atakuwa tayari kupata watoto wengine, either mmoja ama wawili, na akuwe na mtoto, na huyo mtoto akuwe msichana, asikuwe kijana. So kama ni mimi, I serve you what you want. I cannot say what he didn't say. Kama ni kijana, you are disqualified. Kama ni msichana, you are qualified. So kama uko na mtoto mmoja na ni kijana, maybe you can try somebody else, not pastor. Kama uko na mtoto zaidi ya moja, hata kama ni wasichana, hata kama ni mapacha, you are disqualified. But if this is a person who has one kid, a girl, regardless of age, mtu mwenye ataweza kumheshimu, because ananiambia yeye ameona disrespect first hand. Mna fast na mtu alafu unahubiri hapa kanisa, hapa huko nyuma akiuliza watu sasa huyu ni nini anasema. You get the kind of embarrassment that he wants to avoid. So this woman has to be committed, and a woman who has been looking forward to serve in ministry. Sawa sawa. If you're that woman, please get in touch. I'll post his contact on my Facebook page, Jenganjero, and you can always get the contacts there. This is Pastor. Na Pastor, kwao nyumbani, niliwaambia kwao nyumbani, sitasema anahudumu wapi, lakini kwao nyumbani ni Engashura. Sawa sawa, Engashura. So if you're there, Nakuru County, get in touch, and so please, he is very serious, and he's looking for a woman. You understand why he is not on the show. People can roast you. Niliona hapa watu hawabembelezi mtu. Unakuja unasema uko 39, uko watu wanasema hapana uko 60. People here talk the way he doesn't want to maybe get roasted. So if you're there and you're interested, please feel free to get in touch. Pastor will be waiting to hear from you. Until next time, this is Jenganjero. Don't forget to order our book, 0712 997 660. You'll get this book delivered anywhere within the country. You can also buy it for somebody as a gift. Sawa sawa. Until next time, this is Jenganjero. Subscribe to our channel. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Bye bye.